Well, there's a lot of things that they need to think about. Everybody's plan, of course, is going to be different for a few reasons. Everybody's assets are different, everybody's wishes are different, and everybody's families are different. So nobody wants to do the same thing with the same money for the same people. It's important for the clients themselves to recognize that as well, and to make sure that they're dealing with somebody who's going to treat them as an individual and not as one client on a conveyor belt of similarly situated clients. Having said that, some of the options that they need to be thinking about, or some of the issues that they need to be mindful of, are tax related. Selling the house occasionally is going to involve some capital gains tax issues for them or their family. Certainly there's issues about what do we do with this pile of money? How do we invest it? Do we invest it? Do we give some to the kids? What are the tax ramifications of making gifts to the kids? A more serious concern, I think, again, as people are aging, is what are the nursing home ramifications of what we do with this money? Specifically, am I going to get in trouble with the nursing home if I give my money away and find myself in a nursing home in the not too distant future? And most of the time the answer to that is going to be probably yes. The rules are changing all the time. The rules are getting tougher all the time. They are not changing in the direction favoring the aging clients or the attorneys who try and help them do things. So they need to know that today is a better day to get going than next month, and last year was a better day to get going than today, but we have to play with the rules that we have at hand. In the Twin Cities, the average cost of a month in a nursing home is a little over $5,500. Statewide, it's less than that because the outstate nursing homes are a little bit cheaper, but it's a little over $5,500 a month. So, $65,000 to $70,000 a year, and if both parents go in, you double that. It's incredibly expensive, and it can eat up the proceeds from the sale of that homestead in just a few years. Certainly, they need to make sure that the documents that they are going to need someday or may need someday are in place. Specifically, they need to have a healthcare directive in place. Healthcare directive is the new and improved living will. You can't do living wills anymore, which comes as a surprise to a lot of folks. And that's a document that says if I lose the ability to make my own medical decisions, this document appoints somebody to make those decisions for me. And if my chosen person can't do it, there's a backup, and maybe a second backup even. The financial equivalent to that is a power of attorney. Power of attorney says if I can't make financial decisions, this is the person to do it. They can collect my income and pay my bills and sell my house and do whatever they think is necessary with the money. And to not have those documents in place can be very expensive and very cumbersome and really unfortunate for families that have to then work their way through the court system to get to the same place. So while the parents are still competent, they're certainly aging, but before they get to the point where they can't sign these documents anymore, they need to get their ducks in a row. Care documents or disability documents are something that they should have in place, and the sale of a home or a major move like that is a real good trigger, I think, for people to remember that they should do that, or again, to kind of get their planning house in order.